And if by some miracle a prophet could describe the future exactly as it was going to take place, his predictions would sound so absurd, so far-fetched, that everybody would laugh him to scorn.
Really enjoyed it. It's fantastic. Because I like it because historically, it's the real deal, you know.
Historically, it is the real deal. It's just the history's been changed, and in part, it would be the true story regarding Christianity and the Egyptian pyramids. But it's about setting souls adrift and claiming them for their own eternity and misleading you so that there's no knowledge of her. I don't know about him.
And have you seen the movie?
No, I've not. No, I've not.
I'm sorry, you've not seen the movie?
Not just yet.
And you're too busy to see it, probably?
In a way, once my job is done on the film, it's really none of my business.
What he's referring to regarding the film is the living waters, the goddess, whatever you choose to call it. I mean, it's above labels. You really can't label it. But he's talking about the great deception of the skies above you are alive currently. And in part, what's contained within the clouds and the hot air balloons, so to speak, are the souls that's been set adrift, that's been somewhat in limbo. And that's just in part. I mean, that's part of what's contained within. So you kind of start to get a picture of how fractal it's automated individuous existence, perfect harmony.
Really, none of your business. So you deliberately don't look at the finished product?
Oh yeah, I stay as far away as I possibly.
Is that right?
Yeah. If I can, I try to stay in as profound a state of ignorance as possible.
That ignorance is talking about of science, medicine, education, religion, everything. Everything that you can see, feel, read, everything that you believe that is good for you uh, is not. I know that's a far thing to try to understand, but you've been misled through spelling and the word, and it got really, 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 really spellbound.
Well, you come to the right place.
We've been so far removed via education and learning mathematics and certain things. We never needed to speak to communicate, and much, much more. All of the sciences lead you away from your true nature. Telekinesis, telepathy, things of that nature are more along our natural abilities. We were placed here in dominion over the animals and everything else in order to protect them and take care of them and the earth and everything else. And we've done exactly the opposite. And you're viewing one of the main ways they've done it. And they're sitting here clowning you right in front of you. Remember, you should investigate English as a second language.
Exactly where you need to be. That's interesting. And is it, and forgive me, is it a little insecurity?
Insecurity means secured, not insecurity.
I just, I don't like, I don't like watching myself.
Yeah.
As big as a douchebag as Johnny Depp is, he knows how vain it is to be all about I, and me. That's why he's saying that. There's a big deception in that little bit.
I prefer the experience. I mean, making the film is great.
Right.
The process is all fine, but then he's up there.
Right.
Mel Torme saying about how Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is about LSD. This is the truth. My son came home with a drawing and showed me this strange-looking woman flying around. I said, what is it? He said, it's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And I thought, that's beautiful. I immediately wrote a song about it. The song had gone out, the whole album had been published, and somebody noticed that the letters spelt out LSD. And I had no idea about it. And of course, after that, I was checking all the songs to see what the letters spelt out. Yeah. They didn't spell out anything, none of the others, and it wasn't about that at all, you know.
They could do that with Eleanor Rigby.
But nobody believes
What they're referring to would be Lucy in the Sky, the goddess. The all that is for right here where you're at. If you refer to Christianity, I hate that thing, but check it out. It's like this, you know, in that one book, I mean, it's a double and more speak in that book, and plus there's a lot of stuff, but it says, they'll place no gods before me. That's because me is a she, and she's the goddess, and you can't put shit in front of her. It's called absentia. And so you haven't been told about her. They have known about her existence, this creative intelligence that makes and creates all that is. And you see the great deception, the great exodus prior to, I mean, all of that's all irrelevant, actually. You've been deceived. We've been misled, misguided in every direction possible. I mean, end to end. It doesn't matter what you've read, it's incorrect or at best misleading. It's hard to believe that, but that's very true. This is a very living, breathing, I don't know about breathing. You get it. It's impossible to describe. I mean, the art of using the language of words takes away from it. We're supposed to be able to just image it to each other, so to speak.